The silent vans. It was midnight when Mark heard the sound. A faint tapping, like fingers drumming against a wooden surface. He sat up in bed, squinting into the darkness of his small bedroom. His eyes scanned the room, but nothing seemed out of place. The sound came again, this time louder, more insistent. He strained his ears, realizing it was coming from downstairs. Probably just the wind, he muttered to himself, trying to shake off the unease crawling up his spine. But the tapping continued, growing louder, as if whatever was making the noise was growing impatient. Mark climbed out of bed, careful not to wake his wife, who was fast asleep beside him. He grabbed his phone and used the faint glow to guide him through the house. The wooden floors creaked beneath his feet as he made his way down the narrow staircase. The tapping stopped abruptly as he reached the bottom step. The house was enervingly silent now. Mark stood still, heart thudding in his chest, listening for any sign of movement. Then, without warning, the noise started again, directly behind him. He span around, phone raised like a pathetic shield, only to see nothing. Just the empty hallway, the faint outline of the front door in the distance. But something felt off. The air seemed thicker, heavier. He could almost sense a presence watching him from the shadows. "Who's there?" he called out, his voice wavering. No answer. Then a whisper. Barely audible, but chilling to the bone. "We see you." Mark froze. His breath caught in his throat as he felt something cold brush against his neck. He jerked away, stumbling backward. The whisper came again, this time from all around him. "We see you." He bolted for the front door, but his legs felt like lead, as though the darkness itself was clinging to him, pulling him back. His fingers fumbled with the lock, but it wouldn't turn. Desperate, he slammed his fist against the door, hoping to wake his wife, hoping for someone to help him. But the house remained deathly quiet. Suddenly, the tapping resumed, louder now and closer. Mark whipped around, his back against the door, and saw them. Pale figures emerging from the shadows. Their eyes black, empty voids, their skin stretched tight over gaunt faces. They moved silently, their feet never touching the ground, closing in on him. "We see you," they whispered in unison, their voices no longer soft but filled with malice. Mark felt the cold press of fingers around his throat as the darkness swallowed him whole. Upstairs, his wife stirred, but only for a moment. She never heard a sound. The house was quiet again. For now.